Are you an introvert that may be struggling with getting seen in your business? Well, introverts have a beautiful quiet power that they can tap into that's very different from other personality types. But when you use it to your advantage, you can market and promote your business a lot more easily, and it's going to feel a lot less daunting. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you creative ways that introverts can showcase their expertise without needing to shout from the rooftops, and also simple marketing strategies that are more aligned with your personality type. I'm Lydia Lee, the work reinvention coach and solopreneur strategist at Screw the Cubicle, and I've helped hundreds of budding and existing entrepreneurs and small business owners to create meaningful business that are intentionally designed from their genius zones so that they can experience true freedom in their work and in their lives. If you are new here, welcome to my channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell button to be the first to know when new videos hit this channel every single month. If you are an introvert, I want you to start by embracing that you can show up in your introvert strengths. You can be yourself in this beautiful, quiet power that exists within you. And you don't have to compare yourself to any other business owners that might be extroverted, ambivert, or whatever in between, because you can stay true to your path and stay true to your own superpowers. But knowing what those superpowers are going to be important for you to know that you can share marketing. You can share yourself in that way. So introverts are very thoughtful human beings. They like to take their time to reflect and plan first before sharing knowledge and their wisdom. So whenever you're thinking about selling or marketing, it doesn't have to be a type of experience where you have to be impromptu right away, right? You want to set yourself in environments where you have that spaciousness, that necessary pause that you might require in order to share your best ideas, to share your best insights and your best thoughts. So whenever you're thinking about using social media or other marketing platforms to market what you do, know that you don't have to choose activities that are going to not be in alignment with your introvert strengths. Introverts are also people that prefer likely one-on-one interactions rather than talking to huge groups of people. They feel kind of socially de-energized and frustrated whenever they're in a room full of too many people and they just want to go somewhere else and hide out, right? And so when we're thinking about the online environment and the online world as well, as an introvert, it's great to have those boundaries about how you want to interact with clients or prospects in that way as well. Because as an introvert, you have your most meaningful conversations very likely if it's on a one-on-one level. Introverts also like to assess a problem first. They're kind of like little investigators. They like to take a pause and then offer advice. And they want to take a look at the problem from a bird's eye view before offering that advice right away. So again, that type of environment is going to be really, really important for how you market and sell. I'm going to teach you a little bit of strategies of how you amplify these parts of your introvert qualities as well. But before we do that, if you are wondering what kind of business is right, or what kind of style of a business in terms of service-based businesses that you want to be creating and growing that is aligned with your personality type, if you haven't done so, you might want to consider taking my free quiz, which is pretty much called what service-based business should I start based on my personality type. You can go up to the link above in the cards to take that free quiz that's going to give you an assessment of what type of business model that's right for you, and also what kind of products and services you can be creating that's going to feel easy for you to be facilitating and selling as a business owner. As an introvert, it's going to be really important for you to be consciously choosing marketing activities that suits your strengths. And as I mentioned in the past part of this video, right, that one-on-one interactions are very likely your comfort zone and where you have your most meaningful conversations. So that might mean that a lot of your actions of what you take with prospects to convert them into clients is to invite them on a more one-on-one interaction rather than trying to communicate or socialize with them on places like social media or even email marketing. is get them out of these platforms and get them into a phone call with you where you can share and showcase your best work. So things like discovery calls, right? Inviting people to call you on a Zoom call or a little coffee, virtual coffee date or a tea chat. That's going to be your best environment to do the thing you do best, which is to assess the needs of your client, offer advice on a one-on-one level, and really create intimacy and personalization in how you might solve a problem for your clients. And your clients are going to love you for it because that energy of intimacy and personalization is what's going to set you apart as well from other people that might be doing what you're doing. Another way to use personal relationship kind of style, right, of marketing and growing your business is to not forget about asking for referrals. Now, introverts are amazing at doing deep work and gaining a loyalty base of clients that want to do more work with them or can be recommending people based on their awesome interaction with you, right? Recommending other clients to your business. So, as you are an introvert in your business, working with clients that you love, don't forget to make the ask, right? Ask your clients that you love working with to refer you to other business owners like them. And I know that they'll be happy to do that for you. But it is a common thing that people forget is to ask for referrals. But it can be an amazing strategy to grow your business without spending so much time selling and marketing it and relying on these that equity you've already built, right? To really do great work out there. Another way to market without having marketing feel overwhelming is, introverts. I work with introverts a lot. 80% of my clients are introverts. And one of the advice that I give them is not to make it about yourself because introverts hate that limelight being shone on them completely and that they're the only ones with all the answers, right? And so you can still market what you do without making it about you. You can make it about your clients, right? Be of service to the clients that you are truly wanting to help. So, as you are emailing clients, creating content, being on social media, you want to really revise how you show up on social media with the notion of how you can educate rather than selling your services, right? So, if you make things about your clients, you might do things like showcasing case studies of a past client that you had success with and telling prospects, people who are kind of interested in working with you, but not quite sure what you do just yet. And instead of just selling your services, show them what you can do. That might be a blog post where you dig into what happened with a client before they came to see you, and then what happened after. What did you guys do in between that was really transformative for the results that you provided for a previous client? And show and tell what you do. And that's an excellent way to sell without really selling, but instead really creating this educational way, right, of using case studies to prove your credibility for new clients. Another great way of marketing for introverts is explaining your process. Introverts are excellent at that assessment, right? Of understanding a problem, really figuring out what needs to happen for each problem. And if you're not into doing things like videos like what I do here on my YouTube channel, right? You don't want it all about you. Well, again, make it not about you by doing things like teardowns or assessments and featuring it on a screencast of a video. You don't even have to be in the video in order for you to share your process. So what I mean by teardowns is, for example, I had an introverted web designer client who was amazing at what she did, but she hated doing sort of face to camera videos. So one of the strategies we got her to do was to offer, right, for new clients, a way that she can create recorded videos to look at their website and give them a 10-minute teardown, which means to go through it with fresh eyes and point out what can be improved, what's working, what could really help this client with the goals that they have, and then sending that video as a generous way of solving their problem or giving them the insights to solve that problem and proving her chops, right, in the process as well. It could also be things that you might do every month, in a blog, for example, where you get people to submit their writing if you're a copywriter, and maybe you do a little bit of advice around how to write your about page better, right? Or how to do something, whatever it is that is in your industry, and assess the problem and showcase your chops, right? In a recorded video, a blog post that you write with screenshots, perhaps, right? Whatever is your style as an introvert, you can still share amazingly deep knowledge without it always being things like video, right? That is can be quite daunting sometimes for an introvert. And don't forget that a lot of one of the biggest superpowers that introverts have is their written word, because of their brain is such a deep dive brain. You're able to really offer such deep insights in an introvert brain. You might want to also consider doing a consistent content creation marketing activity, like having a newsletter, so that when you invite people to become a part of your brand and your world, you're also, on a every monthly or maybe bi-weekly level, you're sending people a newsletter where you get to do more. You get to write longer emails. You get to showcase longer form content like blogs, and not have to, do things like social media that may not always be in your genius zone as an introvert as well. Now, if you are interested in newsletters as being a part of one of your strategies to grow your business, you might want to check out my video on how to create an engaging newsletter from scratch to grow your audience. That's going to kickstart your journey to create some structure, some creative ideas of how to really build your audience through a newsletter and ensure that you're nurturing them on a monthly level to be interested in the services that you offer. And lastly, as an introvert, it's so important for you to be protecting your energy with really healthy boundaries. Your health, your well being, and your business really depends on it. So, a great way to make marketing not an overwhelming activity for an introvert led business is to be specific about the types of days or when it is during the week or the month that you're choosing to market. You're not someone that's kind of designed to market impromptu, is that a word? Kind of on the fly, if you will, right? You are someone that needs to have an intentional time block, right, for how you show up and to market your business. You might need some time to do research. You might need some time to assess. You might need some time to plan out your blogs instead of doing them real quick and on the fly. And it's something you have to publish today, right? So reserve your energy by planning accordingly. And so, one of the things that I always advise my introvert clients is to use the strategy of time blocking and theme days to create better productivity in how you show up for marketing. And this part is so much more important for introverts as well. And I actually filmed a whole video all about time blocking and theme days in order to do more with less time and also maintain your productivity and sanity in your business, that you might want to check out on my channel as well. I'll provide the link in the cards. But I think that when you're able to know the specific times, it's not every single day, it might be one day a week or 2 days a week, where you just focusing on the marketing activities that you need to sell and promote your business. You're not going to feel spread too thin all over the place every single week or every single day in a week in order to do your marketing activities. Another important piece or factor around preserving energy for introverts is to really be conscious about choosing your ideal outlets to market, not to be everywhere and to be there for everyone, right? And so you have very limited types of energy because you are such a deep diver. You do offer so much value as an introvert. You can't be everywhere, right? It's not good for your well-being. So it's great to prioritize one big thing that you're going to do every single month, in a way that you're going to do it that is going to be in alignment with your strengths, right? So if relationship marketing is your jam, you might be focused a lot more on one big thing of creating conversations, invitations to those one-on-one discovery calls, DMing people one-on-one, right? Creating voicemails on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn and talking to people one-on-one in order to build your relationships and grow your business. But pick one thing and do that really well and commit to it, right? In those time blocks and theme days, and you're going to see a lot more growth and momentum for your business. And finally, make sure that you're scheduling any sort of live interactions with clients or with prospects so that people don't just call you on the fly. There's a preserved date, right? That you know exactly when your days are for calls. It's not every single day. It might be only certain days of the week that you're going to dedicate to things like discovery calls or one-on-one interactions. Or you can even consider making materials ahead of time that are going to be important for your clients to know, like a web page that might tell people good detail about what you do, how you work with clients instead of having to explain that on a call. This is something you might send them before a call, right? Or before they book a call with you so they can read about your services, read about how you approach your work and how you work with clients ahead of time. And that's going to, again, preserve more energy for you to dig in on other important things for your clients rather than, having to sell yourself every single time in a discovery call. So all these little things matter in creating boundaries for your time as an introvert to have a thriving business. All right, I hope that you found this video helpful for you today. And if you are an introvert that's creating and growing your business, I would love to hear from you in the comments and let me know what was your biggest aha moment from today's video and what are some things that you would love to implement and execute in your business as an introvert to make business more easeful and joyful for you. And if this video has been beneficial for you, share it with someone that can benefit as well by sharing this video, liking the video, and of course, subscribing so that you get videos just like this one to be able to learn how to be more of who you are authentically in the meaningful business that you're building. Thank you so much for joining me. You can find more great resources and amazing tips from me at my website at screwthecubicle.com. And I will see you in the next video.